So last night I went to go see that new Deadpool movie. Pretty awesome movie. I mean, it's not really about that, but every time I go to the fucking movies, man, there has to be something wrong. This time I go to see the new Deadpool movie with a few friends. I made sure it was a super late show too. I was like, all right, we're gonna go to a really, really late show. That way we don't have to, catch a lot of people. It's gonna be easy, right? So we get there, and I want to say like a quarter, maybe halfway through the movie, I get a fucking panic attack, right? So I step outside, I get some water from the desk, and I'm just sitting outside the theater drinking the water and literally just sitting on Twitter. So I want to say about like 5 minutes went by, and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm feeling better. I'm gonna go back into the theater. And on the way in, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really, really quick, right? So I go inside, and there's just a fucking needle in the toilet, just chilling in the toilet. I don't know what this needle was used for. Maybe it was a flu shot. Maybe someone was using it for heroin. I'm definitely going with the second option on that one. I'm thinking it's heroin, but I saw this and I was like, dude, why? Why can't you just throw it in the fucking garbage? Why couldn't you flush it? The needle was tiny. He could have flushed it in like 10 seconds, but no. He's got to leave it there for someone like me to go to the bathroom and just see it. But anyway, I'm getting way too caught up on this stupid fucking needle in the bathroom. I was just saying that, every time I go to the movies, there's some fucking situation that is always bad. But today's video is about one of them. So during the summer, me and a few friends went out to a movie, and no matter what theater it is or wherever I go, there's always got to be some cunt. There's just got to be that one kid in the theater that has to be a prick. You know what I mean? Like you're just sitting there minding your own business and he's behind you kicking your seat, or he's like fucking throwing popcorn around, just being a complete dick. It's happened before. I've talked about it before. But this by far was probably one of the just biggest cunts I've ever had to deal with in my life. I go into the theater with a few of my friends. We find really good seats. We got there really early, and we're just sitting there watching previews, just waiting for this movie to start, right? And these three kids come in. Now, there were three dudes. They came up, sat right behind us. Keep in mind, empty fucking theater. We were there early. Every seat was open, but now you gotta pick the one right behind us, because that's just them, man. They gotta be right behind us. So they sit behind us, and then I see two girls come in. They sit right next to the dude, so I was guessing they were on a date or something. I don't fucking know. But immediately they start talking. Now, it was just previews, so I don't really give a fuck. Neither did my friends. We're just chilling there. Now, these kids had like a extra large fucking bucket of just popcorn, and they were like eating it during the previews, and occasionally they were like throwing it over our heads. And the first bit of popcorn my friend saw go over us, he turned around and he's like, yo, dude, can you not fucking throw popcorn over our heads? It'd be really appreciated. The kid's like, oh yeah, dude, my bad, right? So like, alright, cool. He was nice about it. He won't throw fucking popcorn over our heads like a dick, and we'll just watch this movie. So the movie starts, we're watching it like a fucking movie is meant to be watched. We're fucking sitting there staring at the screen, and we hear them literally giggling behind us, like straight fucking laughing like little girls. Not the girls themselves either. They were literally like the three dudes were just giggling. And my friend's like, dude, will they just shut the fuck up? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I know. Every time I come to the movies, there's got to be some prick. And they start throwing popcorn again, okay? And we didn't say anything this time. We didn't want to. We've dealt with it before. Kids do that shit all the time in movies, so we just thought, hey, maybe they'll get bored and stop, right? It went on for 15 fucking minutes, dude. No joke. They just wouldn't stop. And it got to the point where they weren't throwing one piece. They were throwing like little handfuls of them. And they weren't hitting us either. They were going over us. Like pieces were hitting us. But most of it was hitting the people in front of us. And the people in front of us were like young ladies. I felt so bad for them. They were probably like two young moms out to just see a movie and relax for one night. And there's these fucking cunts at the top row just throwing popcorn. They probably thought it was us. I don't know. But eventually one of these ladies snapped. And she turned around and she looked at me and she looked at the people above us. And we're just like saying, whoever's doing that, stop right now, please. And we were like, yeah, it's not us, but okay. She turned back around. They were watching the movie. And these fucking kids, I shit you not, took like 2 handfuls of popcorn and like I think they were Sour Patch Kids, like gummies or some shit, and they just straight fucking threw them up in the air, and they showered down on the ladies and us, like right all over me, which was great. So we all turned around, including my friends, including the ladies, and I told this kid, I was like, dude, you literally just got all of your shit all over me. Can you fuck off? And they were just like, it was an accident, bro. I was like, how the fuck are you gonna play that off as an accident? Literally 2 handfuls of popcorn came down onto me, as well as gummies. Like, you just accidentally spilled everything, all 3 of you. And they were like, dude, it was an accident. They were like smiling. You could just tell they were being cunts. So I was like, all right, dude, you know what? Fuck you guys. So I turn around and I look and I see these 2 ladies are going down the stairs to go to the exit. I was like, yes, dude, they're going to go get help. They're going to kick these dumbasses out. I'll be able to watch the fucking movie in peace. It's going to be great, right? 2 fucking security guards walk in holding these yellow lights that look like dildos. I've talked about them before. They literally look like neon lit dildos. They come in waving them around. And they look at us, and they do the hand motion, right? So I'm thinking, all right, we're going to go down there, explain what happened. They're going to get kicked out. Let's go. We come down there, as well as the kids behind us. I think he was calling everyone down. And he goes, all right, everyone needs to leave. You guys need to leave. Get out. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, we got reports of you guys throwing popcorn at customers. I was like, no, we were getting the popcorn thrown at us too. He's like, no, you said it was them, right? And he pointed at the girl, and the girl was like, yeah, it was all them. And I was like, lady, I was defending you. I thought we were on the same side here. I'm just sitting there in my head thinking, damn, you're a fucking traitor. So these kids are laughing, right? Because they got kicked out too, but they were laughing because we got kicked out even though we weren't doing anything. So my friend, he lives pretty far away. The only time he ever comes out to this movie theater is if I'm with him. So I guess he just decided to say fuck it, and he just did not give a fuck. So he took his half-filled bag of like medium popcorn. He still had a lot of it left. And he literally threw it over this kid's head that was throwing most of the popcorn. It was the kid that did most of it. He literally put it over his head like a fucking beanie and just let the butter and all the popcorn just shower over this kid's head. And it went everywhere, dude. Like, it was straight up fucking revenge. And everyone started laughing. Literally, the only people that got mad were the security guards and the friends of the kid that got, you know, the popcorn dumped on his head. So sure enough, the fucking security kicks us out. Waste of money 101 right there, dude. Literally couldn't fucking watch the rest of the movie. The kids got kicked out too, but when I look back on it, it was actually kind of fucking worth it. It was really, really funny. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. And yeah, guys, see you all tomorrow. Peace.